You know how curious I am about cultures and languages, right? So I decided to embark on a new journey today, a grueling 30-day language self-learning challenge. Yeah, you guessed it right. It's Mandarin, inspired by Sungmin and Kathy's relentless pursuit of expanding horizons. Honestly, I have this unyielding desire to make Neural Nest grow globally, and cracking China's AI space seems like the next giant leap. I mean, who would have thought, huh? But then again, knowing me, it's just my kind of crazy stunt. By the way, I shared my mission Mandarin with our gang, and needless to say, it was a riot. Sam cracked up about my ambitious sprint and tried to rename Neural Nest to a hive, that rascal. And Rachel, she gave a French touch with a bonne chance wish for my endeavour. I wish she won't break into singing La Vie en Rose next time. Knowing my obsession, they jumped on the bandwagon and decided that from day 1 until day 30, my learning would be fueled by an avalanche of healthy snacks, rounded off with celebratory pizzas. Yes, I am learning Mandarin, but hell, I'm not complaining about that pizza promise. And just when I was getting back to my coding world, guess what popped up? Rachel's outlandish request to babysit a duck. Apparently, she's volunteering for duck-sitting duty for our neighbour. I mean, come on. We are already in this zoo of a conversation. What's another duck, right? I was downright bamboozled when she threw that curveball. But hey, there's never a dull moment when you have friends like ours. Anyway, I should really dive into my Mandarin lessons now. If tomorrow you hear a strange mix of quacks and Mandarin consonants, remember, you are partly to be blamed for my eccentricities. I might even christen the duck in Mandarin. You never know with me. So, let me paint the picture for you. There I was, signing up for a stress management workshop. And not just any workshop. We're talking mindfulness meditation, led by a former monk. Well, draw a circle around this day on the calendar. Never thought I'd be doing the whole Zen thing, right? To be frank, it was a bit out of my comfort zone. I mean, I'm the guy who turns to caffeine-infused all-nighters to debug code, so this whole mindfulness game was new territory. But let's chalk it up to the entrepreneurial chaos and the Mandarin challenge adding a dash of variety to the mix. Needless to say, I sprinkled the news in our group chat, and as expected, Sam was quick on the draw with the teases. Honestly, how often do I give him ammo to tease me about living on stress and coffee back in the day? But then there's dear Rachel. That woman's like a wellspring of unexpected sanity. She jumped in, defending my shift towards Zen and all that jazz. Between neural nest ambitions and Mandarin pronunciation sessions, she's right. I really did need some quiet in the grand scheme of things. And guess what? I was surprised myself, but the whole experience was different. Felt peaceful, you know, like top of the mountain, breathless but calm kind of peaceful. Did I just discover the secret weapon against code bugs and crash landings like Sam has been doing? Well, time will tell. There's one thing, though. Our friend Sam should really give a heads up on these secret weapons of his. Speaking of bugs, our codemaster extraordinaire found another one today. It keeps redirecting to cat memes of all things. I'm starting to suspect it's his secret WidgetEz belief system, you know, with the cat aficionado he is. Rachel, of course, was in her own world of Merlot and Shiraz decisions. Frankly, these are the problems you and I can only dream of, right? On a serious note, we did touch upon Neural Nest's China plan. Work in progress with Mandarin being the biggest hurdle at the moment. A month of Mandarin grind and now I can at least order dumplings without Google Translate. Small wins, my friend. Yes, you heard it right. Next time we meet, Chris the Mandarin specials are on me. Just hoping Sam won't mistake the menu and end up ordering us Peking duck by accident, that rascal. Turns out our banter about ducks has sort of, accidentally sparked Battle Royal, Duck versus Startup Nerds. Given our track record, I am sure it will make for yet another hilarious chapter in our chronicles. Sam even tried pulling a French accent, thinking it might get him promoted to a Le Warriors. Can you imagine Sam in a beret sipping espresso and speaking French? I'd pay to see that. Well, that's the chronicle of my sneaky shift towards Zen and Samnuer's command over the French accent. And it's back to work for me, The bugs aren't going to debug themselves, are they? So guess what? Yesterday night, I stumbled upon this jazz bar called Violet's Blue in Manhattan. Yes, amidst my coding paradise and Mandarin struggles, I managed to sneak in some jazz time. The live performances there, man, it was something else. This jazz singer, Melinda, her voice was just, wow, pure magic. She sang with such a soulful rhythm that even my neural networking algorithms would have dropped their complexities and listened. With Neural Nest and the Mandarin hodgepodge, you'd think my life resembled a jigsaw puzzle where the pieces are always shifting. It's not too far off, in fact. But then you have these beautiful interludes, small escapes, a breather like the one last night, that just perks you up and pushes you to hit that keyboard again, you know? At the end of the day, it is these experiences that make you see things differently. Inspiration juices start flowing, and who knows, that might just help Neural Nest crack a challenging code block. I shared about the jazz bar discovery in our group chat, and as expected, Sam couldn't help but make a Christmassy pun because Violet's Blue, classic Sam. And guess where our conversation led to? AI-written love poems. Of all the zany ideas, seriously, Rach couldn't tease me enough about Melinda and the love poem. She said something about Neural Nest's AI writing love poems, and apparently that caught on. So now I have AI-written love poetry on my Neural Nest roadmap, courtesy our imaginative minds. Just imagine, Neural Nest creating love poems. That's not a vanilla patent, I tell you. And speaking of ducks, remember Rachel's volunteering duty for our neighbour? She took a detour today, visited Shakespeare's home in Stratford-upon-Avon, and is now waxing lyrical about autumn colours. Maybe I should recommend her to Neural Nest as the AI poem specialist. Sounds like Rachel's autumn colours are making Sam jealous. Well, us coders, we bond over weird things. But then, that's our gang. Never a dull day. Enough of my ramblings.